Hi everyone, Joe here. So in today's quick video, we're gonna see how brand agnostic programming works in RoboDK. So without any further ado, let's get into it. All right, so in today's example, we're gonna see a palletizing project. The reason why I wanted to take a project that is a little bit more complicated is because usually, as you know, you can simply replace robot like this, select a new robot, and that's basically it. You execute the program or you export it, and it's done. In palletizing, there's a lot of points. There's a lot of different things that can go wrong. So I'm gonna show you how to fix this in a few clicks. So I would go in the library here. So click on the library. Let's say I would want to not only have more reach, but change brand. I can do that. So let's say, for example, let's go with Kuka. All right. I want at least 1700 because I know that the UR20, I think it's 1750 millimeters. And let's say I want something like this. So about 2200, 2100 millimeters of reach. All right, so there's different kind of robots here. There's arc are for welding. That's not what we want. Here I have 2100 millimeters robot. It's not for welding, so it seems about right for our application. Let's download it. All right. Now I'm going back into the cell. I right click on my robot, replace robot, click on the robot I just downloaded. All right, so right now, what I wanted to show you is if I were to simply double click on this, this is not going to work because those are joint values from the other robot. That's why I wanted to do this example. So let's go back. Let's put the robot at home. Instead of joint, we're going to say Cartesian. So I'm going to make sure it's at the right place. I double click on it. All right. So right now, as we can see, it's in the right position. Okay. But if I double click on my robot, I can see that I'm at my joint limit here. So what you can do is go to the different configuration here. You can use your mouse wheel like this. So I go over it. I use my mouse wheel until I have something that is reasonable. So if I go like this seems reasonable here. I have a little bit of play everywhere. I could go left, I could go right. So that's something that works. I can single click again and right click, teach current position. I could even right now put it back in joint target to make sure it goes every time at the same place. All right, now for palletizing, we're gonna have another video on how to do palletizing, but usually you have a home, you have your pick program, which have like an approach to the conveyor, an approach for your pick and your pick itself. And also you have targets, two targets on top of the pallet itself for configuration. So basically we just right click on the frame for the pick frame here. All right, and we have 3 positions for the left. So if you were to double click on it, the configuration would change, okay? So we don't want that. We want to teach the new configuration. So let's double click again on the home left to make sure we have the right configuration. Right click on your frame here. And now I'm going to single click. While single clicking, we can see that the robot is moving and keeping the same position, same configuration, sorry. So that's what we want. So right click here, teach current position. Same thing, we're going to do this for those 3 position. For now, for this example, we're only going to do the left pallet. So we're just going to teach those 3. And for the pallet, same thing. So right click on active frame. We're going to left click on ref left. So this is for the robot configuration for the program generation. Right click, teach current target. Same thing here if you have a transition position. So here we have one. So I'm going to single click here. I'm going to click teach. And that's it. We've changed everything we needed to make the new program work. So I'm just going to go back in my palletizing project. Again, I'm going to have a quick tip video just for this in the future. So we're just going to generate the new project here. We're going to change nothing. All right, I exit that. And if I double click here, we can see that we already have our working program. So right now we have the same program we had with the UR, but with a totally different brand, with a totally different robot, and everything has been made in minutes. So that's how easy it is to change brand or to change your robot model. So in palletizing, it is very powerful because sometimes you don't know which robot you're going to use for your clients, and you can change your robot basically at any time with any brand and just test the new reach. All right, that was it for today. See you in the next one.